Well, you were a little slow getting across.
In 1969, John Wayne, Glenn Campbell, and Kim Darby came together for the film True Grit, directed by Henry Hathaway. Tensions ran high on set, especially when it came to Wayne's expectations of professionalism. One particular incident highlighted Wayne's no-nonsense approach. If Campbell, who was relatively new to acting, stepped out of line or failed to deliver, Wayne was not shy about expressing his frustration. He famously threatened to whip his tail if Campbell messed up again. This moment captured Wayne's larger-than-life persona and his dedication to the craft. The film also featured notable performances from Robert Duvall, Dennis Hopper, Jeff Corey, and Strother Martin, adding depth to the story. Alongside his acting duties, Glenn Campbell lent his voice to the Oscar-nominated title song, showcasing his dual talent. The dynamic between the cast members and Wayne's commanding presence contributed to the film's enduring legacy. The screenplay was written by Marguerite Roberts and is an adaptation of Charles Portis's 1968 novel that shares the same title. The narrative centers around a determined young girl named Maddie Ross. After the brutal murder of her father, Maddie becomes resolute in her quest for justice. She is not one to sit idly by. Instead, she takes matters into her own hands. Maddie hires Rooster Cogburn, a tough and seasoned deputy marshal portrayed by John Wayne. Rooster is known for his grit and determination, qualities that resonate with Maddie's own fierce spirit. Together, they embark on a perilous journey to track down her father's killer, Tom Chaney. Along the way, they encounter various challenges and adversaries, including a Texas Ranger named LaBeouf, who also has his own reasons for wanting to capture Chaney. The film explores themes of vengeance, justice, and the bond that forms between unlikely allies in the face of danger. Their adventure is filled with tension and moments of levity, showcasing the resilience of Maddie as she navigates a harsh and unforgiving world. The story is both a coming-of-age tale and a classic Western, capturing the essence of determination and moral complexity. The characters are richly developed, and their interactions highlight the struggles and triumphs of seeking justice in a lawless land. The film remains a significant part of American cinema, celebrated for its storytelling and strong performances.
And my nephew, General Sterling Price.
Maddie Ross stands out as a determined and wise young girl in the film True Grit. Though she is somewhat unattractive and sports a boyish haircut, her inner strength and maturity shine through. Maddie is not just a typical young girl. She has taken on significant responsibilities by managing the books for her father's ranch. This role has prepared her to face the harsh realities of life, showing that she is far from naive. The turning point in her life comes when her father is brutally murdered by Tom Chaney, a character played by Jeff Corey. This tragic event propels Maddie into action. She is resolute in her quest for justice, demonstrating courage that belies her age. Maddie journeys into town to collect her father's body and confront the man who took him from her. Her determination to seek vengeance against Chaney reveals her strong moral compass and her unwillingness to back down in the face of adversity. This journey not only highlights her resilience, but also sets the stage for her growth as a character.
By myself. I am lawyer J. Noble Daggett.
Rooster Cogburn, portrayed by John Wayne, stands out as the ideal ally for Maddie in her quest for vengeance against Tom Chaney. As a deputy marshal, he has the authority to operate within the Indian Territory, where Chaney is believed to be hiding. His rugged demeanor and no-nonsense attitude make him a formidable presence in the lawless landscape of the Old West. Alongside him is Texas Ranger LaBeouf, played by Glenn Campbell. LaBeouf is also on the trail of Chaney, but for a separate crime, which adds an interesting dynamic to their partnership. The two men, initially at odds due to their differing motivations and methods, soon find common ground with Maddie, who is determined to bring Chaney to justice for killing her father. They negotiate the terms of their collaboration, discussing how to split the reward money once Chaney is captured. This negotiation reveals their contrasting personalities, with Rooster's gruffness clashing against LaBeouf's more polished demeanor. Despite their differences, they share a sense of purpose as they set out together to track down Chaney. Their journey is fraught with challenges, but their combined skills and determination drive them forward in pursuit of justice.
Rooster, can you hear me? If I answer, Rooster, I'll kill this girl! You know...
The supporting cast in True Grit plays a crucial role in enriching the film's narrative and enhancing the depth of the lead characters. Actors like Robert Duvall and Dennis Hopper bring their unique talents to the screen, creating memorable characters that interact dynamically with the protagonists. Duvall's portrayal of the character Ned Pepper adds a layer of complexity to the story, presenting a formidable antagonist who challenges the main character's resolve. His presence elevates the tension and stakes of the narrative. Meanwhile, Hopper's role contributes to the film's exploration of the harsh realities of the Old West, grounding the story in a believable setting filled with morally ambiguous characters. The film dedicates significant time to developing its three main characters, Mattie Ross, Rooster Cogburn, and LaBeouf. Mattie, played by Kim Darby, is a determined young girl seeking justice for her father's murder. Her fierce independence and unwavering resolve make her a compelling character. Rooster, portrayed by John Wayne, is a rugged and seasoned U.S. Marshal whose tough exterior hides a more complex emotional landscape. As the story unfolds, viewers witness his gradual transformation as he forms a bond with Mattie, revealing his softer side. LaBeouf, played by Glenn Campbell, adds another layer to the character dynamics. His initial arrogance contrasts sharply with Mattie's determination, but as they face challenges together, he evolves into a more supportive figure. The interactions among these characters are rich and layered, showcasing their growth and development throughout the film. The screenplay allows for moments of vulnerability, humor, and tension, making the characters relatable and engaging. This careful character development ensures that the audience becomes invested in their journey, enhancing the overall impact of the film. As the story progresses, the relationships deepen, illustrating themes of loyalty, justice, and the complexities of human nature, which resonate with viewers long after the credits roll. The supporting cast and the main characters together create a vivid tapestry of personalities that bring the story of True Grit to life in a meaningful way.
They're in this story together. Now, I've got business across the river, and if you interfere with me, you may land up...
Mattie is portrayed as a strong and determined young woman in the movie True Grit. Her character traits shine through as she displays ambition, attitude, and a feisty spirit. She is not just a passive participant in the unfolding events. Instead, she actively seeks to be involved in the decision-making processes that affect her quest for justice. Mattie's determination to avenge her father's death drives her to take charge, demonstrating her resilience and strength. As the story progresses, a unique bond forms between Mattie and Rooster Cogburn, the rough and seasoned U.S. Marshal. This relationship evolves into something deeper, where Mattie becomes a surrogate daughter to Rooster. Their interactions reveal a mutual respect and understanding as Rooster, who initially appears gruff and unyielding, begins to soften in Mattie's presence. Mattie's unwavering spirit and courage challenge Rooster's views, allowing him to see the world through her eyes. This connection not only enriches their characters, but also highlights the themes of loyalty and family that resonate throughout the film. Their bond becomes a cornerstone of the narrative, illustrating how two seemingly different individuals can come together through shared experiences and goals. Most of the filming for the movie took place in the picturesque setting of Ouray County, Colorado. The stunning landscapes provided a perfect backdrop for the film's Western theme. The courtroom scenes were specifically shot at the Ouray County Courthouse, an iconic building that added authenticity to the legal drama portrayed in the story. In addition to the courthouse, other significant scenes were filmed at Hot Creek, located near Mammoth Lakes, California. This location contributed to the film's diverse visual appeal, showcasing both the ruggedness of the West and the beauty of the natural environment. In terms of casting, there were notable changes before the final selection was made. Initially, Mia Farrow was cast to play the role of Mattie Ross. However, she left the project after disagreements with the director, which led to a search for a suitable replacement. Other actresses considered for the role included Michelle Carey, Sandra Locke, and Tuesday Weld. Unfortunately, they were all unavailable at the time, further complicating the casting process. The challenges faced during casting and the choice of filming locations played a significant role in shaping the final product of this classic Western film.
That it also covers an additional $200 for saving her life.
Well, I will.
Elvis Presley was initially considered for the role of LF in the 1969 film True Grit. His popularity and charisma made him a strong candidate for the part. However, negotiations with his agent became complicated due to high demands, which ultimately led to Glenn Campbell being cast instead. This decision turned out to be significant, as Campbell brought a unique charm to the character, complementing the film's overall tone. Meanwhile, John Wayne, at the age of 61, took on the lead role of Rooster Cogburn, a character written to be around 40 years old. Wayne's portrayal was powerful and memorable, earning him an Academy Award for Best Actor. Despite the film's success and the recognition he received, Wayne felt he did not deserve the Oscar. He believed that his performance was not as deserving as those of younger actors. This humility showcased Wayne's character, as he often downplayed his own achievements while celebrating the work of others in the industry.
Rats, we had a good court going around here till them pettifogging lawyers moved in.
The character of Judge Parker in the 1969 movie True Grit is inspired by the real-life Judge Isaac Parker, who was famously known as the Hanging Judge. Judge Parker presided over many cases in the late 19th century, and his reputation for strict sentencing made him a notable figure in American history. In the film, this character is depicted as a stern and authoritative figure, embodying the harsh realities of law and justice in the Old West. While the character of Judge Parker was a strong presence, the performances of the lead actors received mixed reviews. John Wayne, who played Rooster Cogburn, expressed dissatisfaction with Kim Darby's portrayal of Maddie Ross. He found her performance to be stiff and lacking the emotional depth he believed was necessary for the role. This criticism highlights the challenges of bringing complex characters to life on screen. In contrast, director Henry Hathaway described Glenn Campbell's performance as LaBeouf as wooden, suggesting that it lacked the dynamism needed to engage the audience fully. These differing opinions on the performances indicate the varied expectations and interpretations of acting styles during that era, contributing to the film's overall legacy. Marguerite Roberts, a talented screenwriter, faced significant challenges in her career, particularly due to her political beliefs that led to her being blacklisted in Hollywood. Despite this, she managed to write the screenplay for the iconic 1969 film True Grit. Her work on the script was notable not only for its quality, but also for the fact that it was appreciated by John Wayne, a legendary actor known for his strong conservative views. This appreciation was remarkable given their differing political perspectives. Wayne's endorsement of Roberts' script highlighted his ability to recognize talent regardless of personal beliefs. During the filming of True Grit, John Wayne wore several eye patches, which became a distinctive part of his character. These patches were designed with a hole covered by wire mesh, allowing him to see while maintaining the character's rugged appearance. This unique approach to costume design added authenticity to his role as Rooster Cogburn. In a fascinating turn of events, one of Wayne's eye patches was sold at auction for an impressive $48,000 in 2011, reflecting the lasting impact of his performance and the film itself on popular culture. The combination of Roberts' writing and Wayne's portrayal contributed to the film's enduring legacy. Wayne's Golden Globe for his role in the 1969 movie True Grit was sold at auction for an impressive $143,000, reflecting the impact of his performance and the film's legacy. During the production, Wayne had a notable clash with Robert Duvall over the method acting approach Duvall was advocating. Tensions escalated to the point where Wayne threatened to whip Duvall's butt if he did not stop arguing with the director. This conflict highlighted the differing acting styles and the strong personalities involved in the making of the film. In addition to the drama behind the scenes, Wayne had a special connection to the horse featured in the final scene, named Dollar. This horse was not just a prop, it was Wayne's favorite, and had appeared in several of his films throughout his career. Wayne was so fond of Dollar that he made it a condition of his involvement in True Grit that the horse be included in the script. This personal touch added depth to the film and showcased Wayne's dedication to both his craft and his beloved horse.
I want to go to the Monarch boarding house. You better walk me over there.
You are a lot of trouble. Well,
The film premiered in Little Rock, Arkansas on June 12, 1969. This event marked a significant moment for the movie True Grit, which quickly captured the attention of audiences. The film, featuring John Wayne in one of his most memorable roles, tells the story of a young girl named Maddie Ross who seeks revenge for her father's murder. She hires a tough U.S. Marshal, Rooster Cogburn, played by Wayne, to help her track down the killer. The combination of a strong narrative and compelling performances resonated with viewers, leading to impressive box office success. In its first year, True Grit earned an estimated $11.5 million in rentals, showcasing its popularity and the impact it had on the film industry at the time. The film's gritty portrayal of the American West and themes of justice and determination contributed to its lasting legacy in cinema. The premiere in Arkansas not only celebrated the film, but also highlighted the connection to the region where the story unfolds. The excitement surrounding the release set the stage for its continued success in theaters across the country, making it a classic in the Western genre.
The hair comb for it. How'd you know my name was Mattie Ross?
I saw your mother.
True Grit, the 1969 adaptation of Charles Portis's novel, offers a compelling narrative through the eyes of Mattie Ross, a determined young girl seeking revenge for her father's murder at the hands of the outlaw, Tom Chaney. The film opens with Mattie's relentless pursuit of justice, or rather vengeance, as she seeks out the right marshal to help her track down her father's killer. Her choice of the rough and ruthless Rooster Cogburn, played by John Wayne, underscores her fierce spirit and unwillingness to settle for anything less than the most formidable ally. Kim Darby's portrayal of Mattie is noteworthy. She embodies a character full of life and confidence without crossing the line into annoyance. Her performance reflects a young woman with true grit, a term that aptly describes both her character and the essence of the film itself. In contrast, John Wayne's Rooster is depicted as an anti-hero, a marshal feared more than respected. This portrayal is a departure from Wayne's more traditional heroic roles, showcasing a grizzled character who embodies both toughness and vulnerability. His performance, while not his best, resonates with audiences, and it is evident why this role earned him his only Oscar. However, not all characters receive the same depth. Glenn Campbell's Elbuff is often criticized for being a one-dimensional presence, introduced seemingly without purpose. Critics argue that he lacks redeemable qualities, serving primarily as a pretty face with little to contribute to the narrative. His character's eventual demise is met with mixed feelings. While some appreciate the film's willingness to kill off characters, others find his arc unfulfilling. The absence of a romantic subplot between LAF and Mattie is a relief for many, as his character fails to evoke sympathy or interest. As the film progresses, the action sequences become a point of contention. While the initial shootout is engaging, the subsequent pacing slows, leading to a sense of monotony during the middle portion of the film. The film's structure, with long stretches of dialogue and character interactions, can detract from the sense of adventure that one might expect from a Western. The gang led by Robert Duvall's Ned Pepper is criticized for lacking personality, making the eventual confrontation with Chaney feel anticlimactic. The film's climax arrives too swiftly, leaving viewers wanting more from the buildup. Despite these criticisms, True Grit shines in its exploration of the relationship between Mattie and Rooster. Their bond evolves throughout the film, culminating in moments that resonate with emotional weight. Rooster's reflection on his past and his connection to Mattie provide some of the film's most poignant scenes, showcasing Wayne's acting prowess. The final moments, particularly at the graveyard, solidify their relationship, transforming Rooster into a father figure for Mattie, a sentiment that ultimately saves the film from feeling unresolved. In conclusion, True Grit is a film that encapsulates the spirit of the Western genre, while also providing a nuanced exploration of vengeance, loss, and the complexities of human relationships. While it has its shortcomings, particularly in character development and pacing, the performances, especially those of Darby and Wayne, bring depth to the narrative. The film's legacy is cemented not just through its action, but through the emotional journey of its central characters, making it a noteworthy entry in the canon of American cinema.
I want to have a word with the peace officer.
I want to go too.
I'll tell the wife to fix something for all of you.
As the dust settles on the gripping tale of True Grit, you may think the story ends here. But hold on, because there's more to uncover. What happened to the cast after the final credits rolled? Their lives took unexpected turns, filled with triumphs and challenges. John Wayne, who embodied the tough yet tender Rooster Cogburn, became an enduring symbol of American cinema, but his journey was not without its struggles. Kim Darby, the fierce Mattie Ross, faced her own battles in a changing industry. And let's not forget Glenn Campbell, whose transition from music to acting was as bold as the character he portrayed. Each actor's path reveals a fascinating chapter, woven with ambition, heartache, and resilience. Join us as we delve deeper into the lives of these remarkable talents, and discover how True Grit left an indelible mark on their futures. The stories that follow may surprise you, and offer a new perspective on this classic film.
Who's the best marshal they have?
Bill Waters is the...
Dean Smith played a minor role in the 1969 film True Grit, portraying a character that added depth to the story without taking center stage. His presence in the film contributed to the gritty atmosphere that defined the Western genre. After True Grit, Smith's career continued with various television roles and films, but he never achieved the same level of fame. His life off-screen was marked by personal struggles, including battles with alcoholism that affected both his career and personal relationships. In the late 1970s, Smith faced significant challenges when he was involved in a scandal related to financial mismanagement, which led to a temporary withdrawal from acting. Despite these hardships, he attempted to make a comeback in the 1980s, but struggled to regain his footing in an industry that had moved on. The last known information about Dean Smith suggests that he lived a reclusive life in his later years, away from the public eye, reflecting on his past while dealing with the shadows of his earlier choices. He passed away in 2020, leaving behind a complex legacy that intertwined talent with personal demons.
From the territory.
Is Cheney one of them?
I don't know. That's federal business. You're...
John Wayne's portrayal of Rooster Cogburn in the 1969 film True Grit marked a significant point in his career. The character, a grizzled, one-eyed U.S. Marshal, embodied Wayne's rugged persona and complex moral code. Rooster's rough exterior hid a deep-seated sense of justice, reflecting Wayne's ability to convey both strength and vulnerability. This role earned Wayne an Academy Award for Best Actor, solidifying his status as an American icon. After True Grit, Wayne's career continued to flourish, but his personal life was marked by challenges. He faced health issues, including lung cancer, which he publicly battled. Wayne was also embroiled in controversies, such as his outspoken political views and allegations of racism, which marred his legacy. His 3 marriages were turbulent, with the first ending in divorce, and his second wife, Esperanza, accusing him of infidelity. In his later years, Wayne's health deteriorated, leading to his death in 1979. Despite his flaws, he remains a symbol of American cinema. Recent discussions around his legacy continue to provoke debate, highlighting the complexities of his life and career.
Goodbye, Nola, and I hope that nail-selling bastard makes you happy this time.
Hank Worden played the role of R. Ryan, the Undertaker, in the 1969 film True Grit. His character is a somber presence, embodying the dark realities of life and death in the Old West. R. Ryan's chilling demeanor adds depth to the film, highlighting the grim consequences of the violent world surrounding the main characters. Worden's portrayal captures the essence of a man who deals with loss and the inevitability of mortality. Beyond True Grit, Hank Worden's career spanned several decades, with notable appearances in westerns and classic films. He often portrayed eccentric characters, becoming a familiar face in the genre. However, his life was marked by personal hardships. Worden faced significant financial struggles and battled alcoholism, which took a toll on his health and relationships. He lived a reclusive life in his later years, often reflecting on his past with a sense of melancholy. The last known information about Hank Worden reveals that he passed away in 1992 at the age of 91, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a life filled with both triumphs and tribulations. His contributions to cinema continue to resonate, reminding audiences of the complexities of the human experience.
Now I'm shot by a child.
I'll shoot you again if you don't get up!
In the 1969 film True Grit, John Doucette portrayed the role of the sheriff, a character that added a layer of authority and tension to the narrative. Doucette's performance was marked by a stern demeanor, embodying the complexities of law and morality in a lawless land. His ability to convey both strength and vulnerability made his role memorable, even in a film dominated by larger stars like John Wayne and Glenn Campbell. Beyond True Grit, Doucette's career spanned several decades, with appearances in numerous television shows and films. He often played tough, rugged characters, fitting the archetype of the hard-nosed authority figure. However, his life was not without struggles. Doucette faced personal hardships, including battles with alcoholism that impacted his career and relationships. He also experienced a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, leaving him with emotional scars. In his later years, Doucette continued to work in film and television but faded from the spotlight. He passed away in 1994, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to the film industry and the shadows of his personal challenges. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his professional success, wrestled with the darker aspects of life.
Hey, if you're after little Ned Pepper, you're on a cold trail here. We're looking for another man, too. He's got a black mark on.
Connie Sawyer played the talkative woman in the 1969 film True Grit, a role that showcased her ability to bring humor and life to a stark narrative. Her character, though minor, added a layer of complexity to the film's exploration of human nature amidst violence. Sawyer's performance was memorable, embodying a blend of charm and tenacity that resonated with audiences. Born in 1912, Sawyer had a long career that spanned several decades, appearing in numerous films and television shows. Despite her success, her life was marked by personal challenges. She faced the struggles of being a woman in Hollywood during a time when opportunities were limited. Her marriage to actor and director Paul Andres ended in divorce, and she often spoke of the loneliness that accompanied her career. In her later years, Sawyer continued to work, appearing in shows like The King of Queens. However, she also dealt with the loss of friends and colleagues in the industry, which weighed heavily on her. As of her last known information, she passed away in 2020 at the age of 108, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both her talent and the resilience she demonstrated throughout her life. Robert Duvall's portrayal of Ned Pepper in the 1969 film True Grit is a chilling embodiment of a ruthless outlaw. His performance captures the essence of a man driven by desperation and survival, presenting a complex character that stands out in a film filled with strong personalities. Duvall's ability to convey menace and charisma simultaneously adds depth to the role, making Ned Pepper a memorable antagonist. Following True Grit, Duvall's career soared as he took on diverse roles in films like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now. His talent earned him critical acclaim and numerous awards, including an Academy Award for Tender Mercies. However, Duvall's life has not been without its shadows. He faced personal hardships, including a turbulent marriage to actress Barbara Benjamin that ended in divorce. Duvall has also been involved in controversies, notably his outspoken political views, which have sometimes alienated fans. In recent years, Duvall has continued to act, appearing in films such as The Judge and A Night in Old Mexico. His life remains a tapestry of triumphs and struggles, reflecting the complexities of a man who has witnessed both the heights of fame and the depths of personal challenges. As of now, he resides in Virginia, focusing on his craft and enjoying a quieter life away from the Hollywood spotlight.
You can make him eat sand out of the road, you can shoot him in the foot, and I'll hold him for you. But first, we gotta catch him.
Myron Healy played the role of deputy during the prisoner unloading scene in the 1969 film True Grit. His character, though minor, contributed to the film's tense atmosphere, reflecting the lawlessness of the Old West. Healy's portrayal added depth to the narrative, showcasing the complexities of duty and morality in a violent world. After True Grit, Healy's career continued in television and film, often appearing in westerns and crime dramas. He was known for his ability to embody authority figures, which led to numerous guest roles on popular shows. However, his life was not without struggle. Healy faced personal hardships, including battles with alcoholism, which affected his career trajectory. Despite these challenges, he remained dedicated to acting, often taking on smaller roles and stage performances. In his later years, Healy became reclusive, distancing himself from Hollywood's spotlight. The last known information about him indicates that he lived a quiet life away from the public eye until his passing in 2005. His legacy endures through his memorable performances, leaving a haunting impression on those who remember his work.
Sister, I just about give up on you. Figured you'd gone home.
You need some more.
Glenn Campbell's portrayal of LaBeouf in the 1969 film True Grit marked a significant moment in his career. The character, a Texas Ranger with a flamboyant personality, provided a contrast to John Wayne's rugged Rooster Cogburn. Campbell's performance showcased his charm and charisma, earning him recognition beyond his music career. However, this role was just one chapter in a life filled with complexities. After True Grit, Campbell's career flourished with hit songs and television specials, but his personal life was fraught with challenges. He faced struggles with addiction, leading to tumultuous relationships and multiple marriages. His third marriage to singer Tanya Tucker was particularly public, filled with passionate highs and painful lows, including allegations of domestic abuse. In later years, Campbell was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, a condition that deeply affected his life and career. He bravely continued to perform for a time, even as his memory faded. His final tour, Goodbye Tour, was both a celebration and a farewell to his fans. As of 2023, Glen Campbell's legacy endures through his music and the impact he made on both film and country music. His life story remains a poignant reminder of the struggles behind the spotlight.
Time driver the horse and maybe you'll hit Pepper.
Well, what are we waiting for? I say we ride after him.
Jay Silverheels portrayed the condemned man in the 1969 film True Grit, a role that showcased his ability to convey deep emotion and tension in a brief yet impactful scene. Silverheels, known for his earlier role as Tonto in The Lone Ranger, brought a haunting presence to the character, embodying the despair and hopelessness of a man facing execution. His performance was a stark reminder of the darker themes of justice and retribution that permeate the film. Beyond his acting career, Silverheels faced significant personal challenges. As a Mohawk Indian, he often battled typecasting and discrimination in Hollywood. His life was marked by hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which he openly discussed in his later years. Silverheels also experienced the pain of losing close friends and family to violence, which deeply affected his worldview. Despite these struggles, he remained an advocate for Native American rights and worked to improve the representation of indigenous peoples in film. In his later years, Silverheels continued to act, but also focused on philanthropy, particularly in support of Native American causes. He passed away in 1980, leaving behind a legacy that transcended his film roles. His story serves as a reminder of the complexities faced by indigenous actors in a changing industry. The last known information about him highlights his contributions to both film and social issues, marking him as a significant figure in American cinema.
Outside is place for shooting.
I'm serving some papers.
Strother Martin's portrayal of Colonel G. Stonehill in the 1969 film True Grit is a complex performance that captures the character's authoritative yet morally ambiguous nature. Stonehill is a pivotal figure, representing the harsh realities of law and order in a lawless land. Martin's ability to convey both menace and vulnerability adds depth to the role, making it memorable in a film filled with strong performances. After True Grit, Martin continued to work steadily in film and television, often typecast as a villain or authority figure. His career included notable roles in Cool Hand Luke and Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid, further solidifying his status as a character actor. However, behind the scenes, Martin faced personal challenges. He struggled with alcoholism, which affected both his personal life and career. His tumultuous relationships and bouts of depression added a dark layer to his otherwise successful acting career. In his later years, Martin became more reclusive, living a quiet life away from the Hollywood spotlight. He passed away in 1980, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances that continue to resonate. His life, marked by both triumph and turmoil, serves as a reminder of the complexities behind the characters he portrayed.
Counsel, Mr. Cochran.
Yes, sir.
I believe you testify.
Kim Darby delivered a powerful performance as Maddie Ross in the 1969 film True Grit. Her portrayal of a determined young girl seeking vengeance for her father's murder showcased both strength and vulnerability. Darby's ability to convey complex emotions made her character memorable, standing out in a film filled with strong personalities. This role was pivotal in her career, earning her critical acclaim and establishing her as a talented actress. After True Grit, Darby faced challenges that affected her career. She struggled to find roles that matched the impact of Maddie Ross. Her subsequent films did not achieve the same level of success, leading to periods of obscurity. Personal hardships also marked her life. Darby experienced a tumultuous marriage to actor John McLean, which ended in divorce. She faced financial difficulties and battled depression, which affected her mental health and career trajectory. In later years, Darby made appearances in television shows and films, but her star faded. Reports suggest she has largely retreated from the public eye. The last known information indicates she lives a quiet life, away from Hollywood's glitz and glamour. Her legacy remains tied to her iconic role in True Grit, a testament to her talent and the complexities of her life.
I just didn't think you'd do it. One of my short ribs is broke.
Dennis Hopper's role as Moon in the 1969 film True Grit showcased his ability to embody complex characters. Moon is a young man caught in the chaos of a violent world, reflecting Hopper's talent for portraying troubled souls. This role added to his reputation as a versatile actor, Yet it was only a fragment of his tumultuous life. After True Grit, Hopper faced significant challenges. His career was marked by a struggle with substance abuse, which led to erratic behavior and strained relationships. In the 1970s, he directed and starred in Easy Rider, a film that became a cultural touchstone, but also propelled him into a spiral of addiction and personal turmoil. His marriages were fraught with difficulties, including a highly publicized divorce from actress Daria Halperin. Hopper's life was riddled with scandals, including arrests for drug possession and public outbursts. Despite these hardships, he managed to reinvent himself in the late 1980s, earning acclaim for roles in films like Blue Velvet and Speed. He battled prostate cancer in his later years, but continued to work in film and art until his death in 2010. His legacy is a complex tapestry of brilliance overshadowed by personal demons.
Standing that we leave for the territory this afternoon to get Tom Cheney.
Well, you're not going.
Jeff Corey delivered a haunting performance as Tom Cheney in the 1969 film True Grit, embodying the dark and troubled nature of a man on the run. Cheney is a character steeped in violence and desperation, and Corey captured the essence of this outlaw with a chilling portrayal that left a lasting impression on audiences. His ability to convey fear and menace made him a memorable antagonist in the film, even as he navigated the moral complexities of his character. Corey's career was marked by both triumphs and struggles. He faced significant challenges during the McCarthy era, when he was blacklisted in Hollywood for his alleged communist ties. This led to a long period of limited work and financial hardship. Despite these setbacks, Corey found ways to continue acting, eventually becoming a respected teacher and mentor to younger actors. His resilience in the face of adversity is notable, as he turned personal struggles into a platform for helping others. In his later years, Corey remained active in theater and film, but personal hardships continued to shadow him. He dealt with health issues and the loss of loved ones, which deepened the somber tone of his later work. The last known information about Jeff Corey suggests he passed away in 2002, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both his artistic contributions and the darker moments of his life. His story is a reminder of the complexities of the human experience, marked by both talent and turmoil.
For saving her life.
Well, I will be damned.
John Fiedler portrayed Lawyer Daggett in the 1969 film True Grit, a character marked by a blend of arrogance and legal cunning. Daggett's role is pivotal, as he stands against the determined Mattie Ross, showcasing a cold, calculating demeanor that adds tension to the narrative. Fiedler's performance captures the essence of a man who is more concerned with winning than justice, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. After True Grit, Fiedler continued to work steadily in film and television, often typecast as a meek or nervous character. His most notable role was as the voice of Piglet in the Winnie the Pooh franchise, which brought him a different kind of fame. However, his life was not without struggles. Fiedler faced the challenges of typecasting, which limited his opportunities for more diverse roles. He also dealt with personal hardships, including the loss of family members and the pressures of maintaining a career in Hollywood. In his later years, Fiedler became a recluse, living a quiet life away from the spotlight. He passed away in 2005, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances that often mask the complexities of his personal life. The last known information about him highlights a man who, despite his success, grappled with the shadows of fame and the solitude that often accompanied it.
What we want to do is get him in that dugout. I'll shoot the last man through the door and we'll have him over a barrel.
You shoot.
In the 1969 film True Grit, Wilford Brimley played a minor role that was not widely recognized at the time. His character, while brief, contributed to the film's gritty atmosphere, showcasing his ability to embody the rugged essence of the American West. This early performance marked the beginning of a career that would see him become a familiar face in film and television. Brimley's life was marked by personal challenges. He faced health issues, including diabetes, which he openly discussed, raising awareness about the disease. His struggles did not stop there. He dealt with the loss of loved ones and the pressures of fame. In the 1980s, Brimley became a spokesperson for diabetes education, turning his hardships into a mission to help others. Despite his success, Brimley faced controversies, including legal battles over his financial dealings and accusations of mismanagement. These incidents cast a shadow over his otherwise celebrated career. In his later years, Brimley continued to act, but also focused on his health and family. The last known information about Brimley is that he passed away in August 2020. His legacy lives on through his roles and his advocacy for diabetes awareness. James Westerfield portrayed Judge Parker in the 1969 film True Grit, delivering a performance that embodied the stern authority of the law during a turbulent time in American history. His portrayal was marked by a commanding presence, capturing the complexities of a judge torn between justice and the harsh realities of frontier life. Westerfield's role was pivotal, as it highlighted the moral dilemmas faced by those who wield power. Outside of his film career, Westerfield faced significant personal hardships. He battled alcoholism, which affected both his professional and personal life. This struggle led to a series of tumultuous relationships and contributed to his declining health in later years. Despite his challenges, Westerfield continued to work in television and film, appearing in various series until the late 1970s. In his final years, he became reclusive, battling the demons of his past while reflecting on a career that had once shone brightly. The last known information about him suggests he lived a quiet life away from the public eye until his passing in 1971. His legacy remains, marked by a haunting performance in a classic film that continues to resonate.
You squirrel-headed bastard.
As we wrap up our look at the 1969 classic True Grit, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This film not only showcased the incredible talents of John Wayne, Glenn Campbell, and Kim Darby, but also marked a turning point in their careers. John Wayne's portrayal of Rooster Cogburn earned him an Academy Award, solidifying his legacy in Hollywood. Glenn Campbell's transition from music to acting brought a fresh face to the Western genre, while Kim Darby's performance as Maddie Ross introduced a strong female lead that resonated with audiences. Did you watch True Grit during your childhood? Perhaps it was a family favorite that sparked your love for Westerns or inspired your own adventures. We would love to hear your stories and memories connected to this iconic film. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's celebrate the impact True Grit had on all of us.
I will not walk up that hill.